Chapter 25. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps, and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps, and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
The wise and foolish virgins. The wise that hear the words of Jesus and does them, and fools that hear the words of Jesus and does them not. When Jesus returns, only those that are ready will go in to the marriage, and the doors shut. The 10 virgins took their lamps to meet the bridegroom. So what are the lamps? Psalms 119, 105, Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light to my path. John 8:12, Jesus said, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Matthew 5:14, Jesus called us to be lights in the world, like candlesticks that give light unto all that are in the house. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Luke 12:32, Sell what you have and give alms to the poor. Provide yourself bags of money, a treasure in heaven, that faileth not. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Be clothed, and your lights burning, waiting for the Lord when he will return from the wedding. When he comes and knocks, they may open unto him immediately. The lamps is the words of Jesus, doing what Jesus said, the works of Jesus, keeping the commandments, giving to the poor, following Jesus, the gospel of the kingdom, shining the light to the world. The wise and foolish virgins. The 5 foolish virgins took their lamps, and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, and they were ready to meet the Lord. What is the meaning of the oil stored in vessels? Exodus 27:20, The Lord commanded Israel to have pure olive oil to light the lamp always in the tabernacle. Luke 12:35, Jesus said to always be clothed and your lamps burning. 2 Kings 4, the miracle of the widow's oil. A widow shut the door and poured a pot of oil into many vessels. Oil is a resource, richness, wealth of the land, blessing and prosperity, to anoint kings and priests, healings, lighting the temple for worship, and fruits of the Spirit. Vessels of oil symbolizes the preparedness of continual prayers and service, the ritual of continual light from the lamp in the temple and in the churches. Jesus said not to be overcharged with the cares of this life, that his coming will be as a snare on all them that dwell on the earth. He said to pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things, and to stand before the Son of Man. The wise virgins are the wise builders that do the commandments of Jesus and build their house in the kingdom, They took oil in their vessels with their lamps, having a storage of oil to be ready for a continual prayer and ministry of light to the world, keeping their garments white, praying always, feeding their fellow servants, shining the light of the gospel of the kingdom. When Jesus returns, they will be ready to meet him to the marriage, and the door shut. The foolish virgins are the foolish builders that don't do the commandments of Jesus and build their house on this earth. They took no oil with them, and they're not prepared when the Lord returns. They don't have enough oil, and their lamps will go out. They don't follow Jesus, and they walk in darkness. They do not have enough, and they are told to go to them that sell and buy for themselves. When they go to buy, Jesus will return, and they will be too busy doing that instead of running a continual ministry of light and prayer to the Lord, and the door will be shut, and they will cry, Lord, Lord. Jesus said, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. They cry out, Lord, Lord, but he will say, I know you not. John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. The foolish virgins are not prepared. They walk in darkness. They don't follow Jesus to enter the door. They're not his sheep, and he doesn't know them, and they're not ready to meet the Lord. Jesus said, for as the days of Noah were, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking and giving in marriage until Noah entered the ark, and they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. Which means the churches are supposed to physically and spiritually be ready for the coming of the Lord. Resources to shine light of the ministry, to feed the fellow servants when he returns, and those that don't, give darkness, and forced to prepare during the tribulation, they won't be ready to meet the Lord.